All right, so they said last week was one of the greatest fights ever with Royval versus Van. What's your take on that?
Honestly, that's probably the best, especially a flyweight fight. Because I'm not gonna lie, flyweight fights are not usually the most exciting because it's not a whole lot of knockouts, especially if you're not a grappling fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I like grappling, but don't get me wrong, I want to see a knockout as well, and you don't see that at flyweight. But last week, Royval and Van was probably the best. That was the best flyweight fight I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Honestly, except for a couple of Mighty Mouse fights, but other than that, definitely one of the best flyweight fights I ever seen.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Van looked like he got anger issues, dog. The way he was going at it.
That's what happens when the game is all about damage and Van is the harder puncher.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw, and don't get me wrong, I think Royval broke a record on like punches thrown in I want to say the second round. Like second round, he really was throwing, but Royval doesn't hit that hard. And when the game is all about damage, when there was no grappling involved, it's gonna always go with the harder puncher. And Van definitely hits harder. I mean, he almost finished him in the third, though.
Yeah.
Like, that was a great fight, honestly.
It was brutal. Brutal. Yeah. Damn. But yeah, it was going down as number one.
Don't get me wrong. It was pretty competitive up until the end of the third. Joshua Van getting the knockdown and almost getting the finish pretty much sealed the third round for him, because I had Royval winning one. No, let me take that back. I don't know. I kind of had Royval on two. I think it was a really competitive fight. Let me say that. It was really close, but that third round was what sealed it for him for sure. Yeah, it was close. It was real competitive, but damage triumphs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. And then the same night you had Tapuro and Oliveira. What's your take on that?
It went kind of how I expected it to go, but I would have thought that Charles would have changed up, like, at least the strike. If he was going to decide to strike with Topuria, I thought he would have changed up the game plan at least a little bit, because Charles' style, like, he's literally like, he's coming forward the entire time. He doesn't really ever back up too much. And against an elite, let me take that back. The best boxer in the UFC, yes, the best boxer. He's better than Max, he's better than Dustin. He's the best boxer in the UFC. Best boxing, technical, powerful. Like, I don't even know why Charles had that game plan of just pushing forward against an elite boxer, the best boxer. I would have, if it was me, I would have grappled more. I did see him grapple like once or twice, but he ended up getting reversed and ended up in the bottom. Like, and then didn't engage in the grappling anymore after that. Like, I feel like if you want to beat Topuria, you can't stand up with him. Like, you can't play to his advantage. And I feel like you're going to have to wrestle. You're going to have to wrestle for 5 rounds to beat him. Because the only thing we really haven't seen nobody do was test the cardio. That's the only thing with Topuria. I mean, he can grapple, but we haven't seen anybody impose a grappling game plan for 5 rounds.
But it's funny you say the cardio part, because Tom Aspinall, they said he never went past the first round.
He never went past the first round.
So do you think that's really? Do you really think that's that important?
I mean, I feel like having a gas tank is important, because, I mean, you're going to run into somebody that you just can't finish, or you're going to run into somebody that comes in with a different game plan. And like I said, we just haven't seen anybody grapple with him for 5 rounds. Everybody that he's beaten up to this point has literally, stood, not just stood in front of him, but they just, they stood up with him and, exchanged with him. That's not the way to go. You're not gonna beat an elite boxer, especially somebody that has the type of pressure, and he got a chin too. Like, no, that's you gotta take him to deep waters.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
Yeah. So did you see Patty rain on his parade after the fight?
Yeah, I agree with Dana. I wasn't a big fan of that either, because I mean, he beat Chandler last. I think he's in the top 10, but he's not up high enough to where him walking in after that, Topuria winning. Now, if he was the number 1 contender, or even like top 5, yeah. If he had beaten someone in the top 5, yeah. But he beat Chandler, and before that he beat who was it? Bobby Green. Like,
yeah, but he don't even look like a fighter either, though, Patty.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like, that looks can be deceiving, but he can fight. He. I mean, I wasn't on board at the fight at first, but after the Michael Chandler fight, which, don't get me wrong, Chandler only beaten Dan Hooker and Tony Ferguson, who was on the losing streak. He hasn't beaten anybody else in that top 5. So, yeah, like, Chandler was great in Bellator. Chandler just came to UFC too late. That's all that was.
But I don't know if you heard about the conspiracy theory of Dana White. So they say basically when they always have their face-off before the fight, when he takes a sip of water and wherever he drops the water or put the water in front of, that's what he's placing his bet on to win. Now, what you think about that? Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't. No, I honestly haven't really heard anything about that, honestly.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just one of those conspiracies, probably.
I noticed that that he done it on 2 occasions. How like he placed the water right in front of Topuria specifically.
Yeah.
After they just got done cutting weight and they still can't eat or drink nothing until after the press conference.
Yeah.
So the fact that they caught him on camera twice,
Yeah.
sitting there water in front of them, knowing they can't drink nothing until after that press conference, and that press conference can go on for a while.
Yeah.
That's pretty amusing. But other than that, I don't know nothing about that.
So if Patty does fight him, who do you have winning?
Ilya.
Yeah. Because
Ilya by Butcher.
Damn.
I don't.
But they got some ongoing beef that's going back for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they definitely been beefing since, like, this was before Topuria was even champion. This was Topuria is still coming up.
But why you think that is though? You just hate him like that, or?
I don't even. I got to go back and see how the beef even like started. I don't know. Topuria's Spanish and what's Patty's English. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with anything like that, but I don't know.
Damn.
I just don't know.
Damn. Okay, so I don't know if you saw the Wilder fight. I mean, we talked about him last time, but then he fought that same weekend with all the MMA and stuff, and he looked mid as hell. So do you think he should just let it go? Because he ain't fought nobody big. It was just some contender, but it was not a real contender. So,
I mean, to be honestly, it's always gonna. I mean, Wilder can't. The thing about Wilder is he got a right hand, and against most of the people he fights, he pretty much got the physical advantage because I mean he's like 6'7".
Yeah.
Like, and got the crazy reach. So I mean, like, I don't know. Like, now since he's getting older, and him being stronger, and like he's not fast anymore. Like chin's gone away. Like the stuff that he got away with, especially since he has no like I ain't gonna say he has no technical boxing skills, but if you compare him to another boxer, I mean like I said, he got a right hand. That's always been the case since he first stepped out into the scene. He got a right hand, but I mean he's in heavyweight. You can get away with that, but I mean you see what happened when you put him against somebody who can take a punch, get up, and is more technical. He loses.
Yeah. Wow. So do you? So Jake Paul fought that same night, and there's rumors that Jake Paul and Wilder might fight in the future. Would you think that would be a good matchup? If it's first of all, do you think Jake Paul fights are real?
I ain't saying they ain't real, but they're definitely. I think he definitely pays the fighters to like lose or like take a dive. Because I mean, certain fighters a KO would be like it'd be like but like if he was to take them to a decision, it makes sense. Like think about it, Nate Roberts, the guys that are not really boxers, he kind of finished. But the guys who are boxers or who actually can box, he either lost or it goes out to a decision. Because I mean, if he look, because I mean, like the last guy he just fought, what's his name, Chavez Jr. He's not even that far removed. I mean, I know he's in his late 30s, but he's out of except for Tommy, I think he's probably like the youngest guy he's fought, boxing wise. But other than that,
So would you think Wilder and him fighting with boxing would be a good something, or you think Wilder will take a pay cut or take a?
Want to take a dive?
Yeah.
Nah, I would hope he wouldn't. I feel like Wilder made more than enough money to where I think Jake Paul would have to offer him a lot for him to take a dive.
Yeah.
Or even like just stretch out a decision of him just losing on points and stuff like that.
So Jake Paul technically only lost one fight, and that was against Ferg.
Yeah, I mean, because he wasn't old, or he was an actual boxer that wasn't old. He fought other boxers, but they were like close to 40 or over 40, or close to 70. I mean, or basketball players or MMA fighters.
And then that Mike Tyson, when they was fighting Mike Tyson, his whole workout videos looked a whole lot better than what he did in the ring. But they said he couldn't even throw an uppercut because that was a part of their clauses, a part of his clause too.
Yeah, because he would have slept. He would have slept. He would have slept. Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like. Don't get me wrong. Like I felt like it went to decision. Yeah, it went to decision. Like I don't know. I feel like Tyson would have had to do something early, because I feel like age and cardio would have shown. But he never had great cardio anyway. He usually lasts about 7-8 rounds. I mean, if he ain't got to finish by then, it was I don't know, it was a different story. But I felt like they definitely they paid him. That's all that was. I mean, I'm not saying Tyson needed money, but he could be paid. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he can definitely be paid.
But I mean, I have to put your pride in. For me, I feel like you prideful. You wouldn't go out and let a YouTuber beat you, But money speaks. Money talks, I guess.
Money talk, BS walk.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Yeah,
and anybody can be bought with enough money.
That's what's sad about it.
Yeah.
So, do you got any up and coming fights that you can't wait to see, or you want to see?
I'm waiting on UFC 318 for Dustin's retirement fight, Max Holloway versus Max Holloway. I feel like that's gonna be a good fight.
Who do you got winning in that if they do?
I mean, Max is coming off KO loss, and we never seen him knocked down or let alone knocked out in his career. Dustin just came off a submission loss. So I mean, they're both coming off losses, but Max's is a little bit worse in a sense, given that, like I said, he's never been knocked out before or knocked down, not in the UFC, not that I know of. It's gonna be different. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dustin can crack.
Yeah.
Dustin can crack, but he's not as crisp. Like when you add the technicality, which Dustin has, but I think Topuria hits a little bit harder than him. Like has that one punch ability, which Dustin doesn't. He's a little bit close to a volume guy, but he hits harder. Like it's gonna be something to see. But I mean, they already fought twice, and I mean Max already weathered Dustin's best shot. So I mean, if he still got a chin, he'll be just fine. It's gonna be a fight though, for sure.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a fight.
Is Conor McGregor trying to get back in the game or what?
I don't know. I see him fighting more outside the octagon than him trying to get back in it. So I don't know. I guess they're saying that the Michael Chandler fight is more likely than not. I mean, it's more likely to happen now since, I mean, yeah, he's losing and he looks more beatable now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, but I don't know. We won't know until a fight is scheduled. Not even that, until he walks down to the octagon. We won't know until then.
Yeah. So if he does come back, do you think it's just for money? He's not gonna really do anything? Or?
Yeah, because I mean, it's got to be for money. I mean, any fight with Conor McGregor in it, it's gonna make money. It's gonna do numbers, all that. He's the biggest pay-per-view star ever, and we haven't had anyone close to that. Not even remotely close.
Yeah.
Like
for me, like Tom Aspinall, he's the new champ, but I don't see any aura about him. It's just like he's one big slug monster, and there's nothing fancy about it. So it's hard for me to see that he's gonna. You said he's gonna be a while for him. It's gonna be a while for him to be a champ.
It's gonna be a while for him to have to be. Yeah, I feel like, because I mean, I don't see anyone else beating him. I mean, he's definitely. I mean, he definitely has one punch power.
Yeah.
Like any other heavyweight, but I mean, unlike most heavyweights, they're big and slow, which he is big. Yeah. But I mean, he moves like a middleweight, which at 265, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be fair. Yeah, I mean, that's just like it's really only him and Cyril Gane that can move like that. And Cyril Gane, I don't even think Cyril Gane comes in that heavy. Yeah, he probably. Yeah, you know what? Cyril Gane is massive. Yeah, he probably does come in close to the limit, 265 limit. But they're the only two that really moves like that. John putting on that weight, he definitely moves slower than he did at light heavyweight. But between those three, everyone else moves flat-footed, slow.
Yeah. No
footwork whatsoever. Can't get out of the pocket, get in and out of the pocket good to say, like, no. Usually have a major hole somewhere when they're really good. Like that's just one thing about heavyweight. You can, as long as you got power, a chin, and really good takedown defense, because there's gonna be those few that can't strike but can really grapple. Yeah. You're gonna be fine. Yeah. You're gonna be fine, especially since he has elite footwork for a heavyweight. Like, I don't see nobody beating him.
Yeah.
But
I'm just looking at him. I know he's powerful, but I just think it's got to be somebody more agile and a little bit strong that can choke him out or something. You know?
No, I don't think I wouldn't say quote unquote strong, but the only person that has the tools to beat him is John. I mean, I seen that he came back into the testing pool after retiring, which only lasted for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not even surprised. I don't know. I don't know if they maybe figured something out. I don't know. Yeah. But John is the only person in that division that has the tools, because the only way you're gonna beat Tom is you got to take him to deep waters. He's never been to deep waters.
That's what I'm saying. First round and only.
Like he's never been to deep. We got to test the cardio. Even he himself said, I never had the chance to test out my cardio because I usually knock everyone out in the first round.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and it's wow. I ain't never been a boxer or whatever, but I mean it's got to feel like a ton of bricks hitting you when he hits you. Because I mean, first round, and you got to think they're boxers. They train for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for them to get, it seems like he, combinations in them, put a combination on him, and the second one always clean him out. So.
When you got that, as I call it, the touch of death, it's possible.
Damn.
It's possible.
Damn. So you got any more fights you looking forward to? Or boxing? So you said you got Bud in that Canelo fight, right?
Yeah. I got. Wait, who?
Bud.
No. I'm picking. I'm siding with the bigger fight. I'm going with Canelo.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going with Canelo.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you think size matters?
Yeah, in some instances, yeah. And then I'm not saying he's jumping up far, but like I don't know. It's just a different ball game. Then I don't think there's, if I'm not mistaken, there's not a rehydration clause, so he can literally, he gonna come in at the weight limit, but then like fight night he's gonna blow back up 30-40 pounds, probably heavier than that. Like, come on, like you like, and don't get me wrong, Bud can crack. Bud can really crack.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also gonna be blowing up, and he's also gonna come in heavier on fight night. And that stuff is different in a real fight against a real fighter across going into championship rounds and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think Bud is gonna knock Canelo out or anything like that. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. One thing I can say, as long as Bud, like, he just don't need to be a stationary target, which I don't think he is gonna be.
Nah, he moves.
Because I don't know, Canelo doesn't really cut the ring off at an elite level.
Yeah.
He'll kind of just follow you, which kind of annoys me a little bit. But as long as Bud can, keep moving and don't be a sitting duck, don't sit in one spot, don't be stationary, he'll be fine. Because, I mean, if you stand in one spot and let Canelo just do what he want, that power is gone. And I know they say he hasn't knocked anybody out in a few years, but he's still, come on now. The dude can still crack. It's just the guys he fought has chins. Like, the last couple guys he fought has chins. Like, you run into those type of guys. Every fight is not gonna be a knockout, even in boxing. Even the guys who always get knockouts. It's just,
wow, can't believe you said Carmelo though.
Yeah.
Wow. But it is what it is. We'll see. We will see. I think that will do it, bro.
Right.